London, a city with many problems and many opportunities. But there's a problem that's affecting many cities, towns, even the most remote areas. There's always something out to get you, but there's a predator out there affecting millions of us, taking lives from us every day. A predator of the sharp kind. David is a victim from this increasingly alarming trend. We asked him to share his thoughts and feelings and are grateful for the time he spent with us. We also spoke with David's friend Delante about the impact of David's story on him and his own experience with the issue.
It was the day after Christmas Boxing Day, and for my Christmas present I was given quite a bit of money, so I thought, let me take myself shopping, and considering it was all the sales. So I went down to Wood Green where this incident took place, and throughout the day, it was early in the day, it wasn't late or anything. When I went to McDonald's in Wood Green, just ordered my food, thought nothing of it, and then just sat in front of the shop, eating my food with my friend. Just passing moments, 5 boys come outside the shop. I felt at some form of, just unease. I didn't really feel comfortable. From that moment there, I just felt the situation was going to take a turn for the worse. It started off as me walking out of the shop, seeing one of the boys pulled me over. He said something to me, I just paused and asked him, what did he say? Then I just felt myself get swept off my feet, and then a fight kicked off from there. And then from that point on, I didn't realise from when I got stabbed until after the situation calmed down, the boys ran off and my friend was calming me down, and then as I looked, I then saw blood coming from my stomach area, which is where I got stabbed.
It affected me in many ways. I couldn't eat for a couple of days. I couldn't sleep for a couple of days. I was just so traumatized because it had brought back a lot of bad memories. Growing up in Jamaica, I saw a lot of things that a young kid shouldn't see or have been through. But also here as well, I remember the year after I came here, me and my brother went to Wood Green ordering KFC across from the McDonald's where my friend's stabbing had happened. And he walked in the shop to buy the food. I was outside with a bicycle. They told me to keep an eye on it. Then these 2 people came up and tried to take it. So they started trying to push me off the bike, and then he came outside and he saw, and he was fighting them back. And one other person just was distracting him. They were pulling and pushing him while the next person came from behind and stabbed him with a screwdriver. And then they ran off. He thought that he had gotten punched there, but I told him that I saw a screwdriver and that he had gotten stabbed, and so after that he started hyperventilating and he passed out. So David's stabbing, it brought back those memories and feelings from all those years ago that I tried to get rid of.
I feel it took me for a really big mental spin, is because what kind of person I feel I am is that I feel I'm a bit more confrontational in that, and the fact that something's been done to me for no particular reason, it just makes me feel why me. It's sad because you could just have everything around you one day and then boom, just call it next.
Personally, I feel like there should be a lot more stop and searches going on. And a lot of the black community don't agree with that, just because of the 90s and 80s, a time where they'll stop you and search you just because of your colour and treat you a certain way. But the older generation need to understand that it's not those times anymore. Like, the crime's gotten really bad and people are carrying knives now to hurt each other. So a lot more stop searches need to be done just to check if anyone's got anything on them, because you could save a life by doing that. Someone might be carrying a knife on them just to go and hurt someone and you don't know.
At the time when it happened, I was a schoolboy, I was doing my education, that's all I sticked around for, doing a bit of football. And then it can happen to anyone, male, female, any age. An interesting thing here is I don't feel they're doing not one thing, to be honest with you. I feel they're mainly just provoking it to a degree. Not just the police, but the government as well.
So where will London and the UK be in 10 years, 20 years from now? Many will hope for the best, but many fear the worst. It's a problem the people of this wonderful yet precarious city can only sit tight or stand up to.